The sinner's prayer, which is especially touted by the Baptists. I used to go to the Baptist church, whatever I was. I thought of myself as a Christian before I became Christian. And after I became Christian, I thought of myself as a Christian. I didn't really think of myself as a certain denomination. To divide denominationally is unbiblical. Whether I went to the Church of Christ, whether you go to the Church of Christ or the Baptist Church or the Catholic Church to say, I'm Jesus person, but I'm a Catholic. I'm not a Baptist Jesus person. Paul talked about this in 1 Corinthians. I think it's 1 Corinthians 1. He said, or maybe 1 Corinthians 2 or something. Why are you dividing based on people? You were talking about the Pope. Are you dividing God's people based on the Pope? Or are you dividing based on a certain character? You're a Rod Parsley fan, if he's still around. You're a Jimmy Swaggart fan, or you're a Pat Robertson fan. What kind of a Christian are you? There's only one kind. There's only one kind of Christian. It's the same with the sinner's prayer. Not only is denominationalism unbiblical, abiblical, it's unbiblical. Paul specifically addresses denominationalism. You say, I am of Paul. You say, I am of Christ. You say, I am of Apollos. You say, I am of Cephas or Peter. And there's no basis for that. Paul rejects the idea that people would follow him instead of Christ. But he says, follow me as I follow Christ. You can follow me, Mark, as I follow Christ. If you're around me, you can't follow me from a video. But if people follow me because as I follow Christ, that's fine. The problem is people are not following Christ and they say, follow me. And they're leading them to damnation. One of these things is the sinner's prayer. It's not in the Bible. The sinner's prayer is not in the Bible. So it's abiblical, it's unbiblical, and abiblical because there's one way. The Bible already contains how we are to become Christians. And saying words, that doesn't make you a Christian. It's action. And it's the same thing with the Church of Christ and the Pentecostal Church and some Baptist churches, supposedly. These kind of churches, they say, well, you need to be baptized to be saved. That's not how you get victory in Jesus. You repent and are baptized. You don't just get baptized as some trend that happens to be old. You got to follow Jesus. You cannot not follow Jesus.